Hello, and thank you for joining me for another Scrapbook Sunday 101. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come scrapbook with me. Just have a sip of my coffee first. That's good. Okay, just a couple of reminders. You can get stamping and scrapbooking apparel by going to stampersdelightshop.com, where you can find this mug and other stamping and scrapbooking apparel. Also, just to remind you, I do have my new paper share sign up going on right now, and all the information is below and the link to join. So let's get started. I am going to show you today a scrapbook page using the Adventurous Sky, and I have all the dies in here. They're a little messy because I'm using them. I cut most of the pieces out that I needed already, and this is Post-it note tape, which is pretty cool. I got that on Amazon. All right, and I cut out everything so you don't have to watch me cut out everything, but another quick showing here is I have, let's just grab that paper. This is the designer series paper, some of it, to that suite. And of course, it's double-sided. And there is one sheet in there that has, let's see, did I still have it here? Let's see, should be this one. Yeah, you can see all these pieces right here. And I cut those out already for my one sheet wonder. So let me just show you those. So I cut all those pieces out and I made all these cards. And this is with our new embossing folder. Again, everything will be listed on my blog, stampersdelight.com, and also my newsletter. So these are some of the cards that I did for the one sheet wonder. So many possibilities with this. And that one. And this one, using the dies and the stamps. Now, hopefully you saw my Friday Facebook Fun Fold Friday, and I showed a Z-fold card. This is one of them. It opens up like that. And if you didn't, just go back and check out Friday's Fun Fold Friday. This was a Z-fold with just the one strip in the middle, and then I did what I call a double Z-fold. You can see that I have two strips here, and I did it this way. And again, that stands up, and everything is on my newsletter and blog. So don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. And if you watch one of my videos and it's later on and you want the newsletter with that free PDF, just email me at stampersdelight1@gmail.com, and I can send you the newsletter with the free PDF. Okay? All right, so we're going to get started. What I have here is one of those designer series papers. I'm going to be using this sheet, and I also have our 12 by 12 boho blue. And before I forget, again, I will be back live as soon as I can. For those of you who don't know, my mom had a stroke a week and a half ago, so my time is limited right now while she goes through a lot of therapy. And let me just shut this door because you'll hear my furnace going on. Should have shut that earlier. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. But anyway, I will be back live soon. Until then, enjoy my recorded videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and tell all your friends about it. Okay, so I have a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. I like to use that to give it a little more weight to it. And here is that piece of 12 by 12 designer series paper that I want to use. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm just going to cut off maybe 1/4 of an inch on each side, so I have a little bit of border, which if you've been following me and watch me, you see me do that all the time. But then what I'm gonna do is I have this piece of cork. It's really thin cork sheet, and I wanted to use this. I got this at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is great for stamping and scrapbooking. So when I look at this, this would be laying right on here, and then my cork would be going this way. Could do it that way, but I want it this way. So that's a lot of designer series paper that I'm wasting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna salvage or save some of that by going in here and just cutting some of it out. So I'm gonna go, this is 8 by 11. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go at the, let's see, maybe the 2-inch mark, and I'm gonna cut some of that out. That's about good. Let's measure that for a minute, make sure that's good. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you see what I'm doing, so I can save that paper for something else. Just gonna go in here and slice a little more off, leaving the edges. So I have this idea in my mind, hopefully it works. Okay, we're gonna cut that down there, right about there. And I am gonna cut this out. So now I can save that piece for either another scrapbook page or possibly even a card. Just gonna pull that out. So I saved the little paper there. And now I'm gonna lay that right inside there. This would be great to use that way, but I really wanted to use that cork. I just had that in my head, and when I get something in my head, you can't stop me. All right, I'm just gonna use my stamp and seal. And put some stamp and seal all the way around. It's gonna be in a page protector, so it will lay flat. All right, I am gonna line this up. Oh, it's gonna go up just a hair more. You're just gonna see a little bit of that blue edging. All right, my head might get in the way, I apologize. Just a little bit of that blue. There we go. Okay. Now I have that thin piece of cork, and I can lay that right inside there so you don't see that hole. Just like that. And again, let's see if the stamp and seal will work on this, but you got to be very careful. Whoop, because it is very thin and I don't want to rip it. So I'm just adding some stamp and seal around the edges. Being very careful because, like I said, this is very thin. And here we go. All right. I'm going to lay that right inside there, hiding that hole. All right. There we go. Now, I like this paper because the planes are going all different ways, so I don't have to worry about that. I've already cut a few pieces of copper clay in quarters. And I'm just going to lay those out the way I want them. I think one right there. I could use, let's see, can I get, nah, I don't want it. I want 3. I don't know what pictures I'm going to use in here. I know I have pictures from when we took my son when he was little to the airdrome, and I might use that, but this is going to be a birthday page. So let's start with that. And I'll lay that right there. Do the same thing with this one. I don't know why I turn the paper over every time because there's nothing on each side. And we're going to lay that right there. And then this one's going to go right in the middle. Now I've already cut out a lot of these pieces ahead of time that I'm going to be using, so let me bring those in. So these are the dies that cut it out more intricate pieces. And I think this one's going to go down here, I think. And then I have this little banner. So let's move that out of the way and start with this. I'm going to take my glue press from my Sweet Petunia, and I'm just going to add a little glue right here for the propeller. This is Smoky Slate and the boho blue. Let me bring that in for a second. This is going to go right down here. You can see I already had a piece of dimensionals on there. And then this little piece right here, I'm going to glue on that plane right there. This piece, I am going to take my Happy Birthday, and I'm going to use the copper clay, and hopefully I do this straight. My head might be in the way, and I apologize. Oh, didn't do it straight. Let's turn it over. Might be easier if you stamp it first and then cut it out. There we go. That one's good. And I am going to add this right here. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here. And that'll hold that. Now you can see I got a little ink there, but I'm not too worried about that because I am going to put something over that. So if you make a little mistake or oopsie, you can fix that. I'm going to take my strips of dimensionals, and I'm just going to cut off a piece here. And this is double-sided. So we're going to take those off. And I'm going to add that under here. We'll fix that later. So now I have my birthday page, Happy Birthday. And then I cut out all these different pieces. And I'm just going to lay those out where I think I want them. Maybe some clouds right here. I have a couple of smaller ones. And let's see what else I have here. Got some more over here that I wanted to use. I've got this large one in the copper clay. Maybe I'll use that down there. Yeah. So I can do that. This one's kind of tiny. So we'll go back with this one and maybe that one here. Grab some more clouds. I think I have a couple little clouds here. Yeah, I do. Maybe do a couple of those. Just laying it out the way I want. And we'll put one more cloud there. So now I've got all the pieces that I want there. I'm going to actually use our regular dimensionals here and start putting those down. Again, this is going to make it pop up a little bit. It is going to be in a page protector. So add that one right there. I'm going to use two of them right here. And then just go all the way down and finish this off. This one will be going right up through the clouds. This is such a fun set. And this will be available May 1st. So when I find those pictures of when I took my son, when we took our son to the aerodrome years ago, I will add my pictures. They're somewhere in this stamp room. These can go. Move that up a little bit. Really only need one on here because it is going on the page protector. I'm just going to put that right there. And we've got the little guys. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And this one's already down. There I have a page already. Well, all those different airplanes. Now I'm going to bring in the gems, which are these. They are called industrial trinkets. I'm trying to open it without making them pop all over. Okay, so here's my trinkets. And I can use either dimensionals, I can use glue dots. Since I have my glue press out, I'm going to use that. So here's the first one I'm going to put down. Right there. And the reason I'm doing that is to hide that piece that I didn't want you to see. I'm going to add maybe one here, one here. And once they dry, they will be, they won't move. Okay. Let's maybe add a couple more here. You can add as many as you like. And then I think I'll add two more right here. These weigh a little bit there, and they're not flat, so you want to make sure you get enough glue, whatever kind of glue you're using, to hold those. Whoop, see, that's what I mean. Get that over there, and then let those dry. And there I have a beautiful page ready for pictures. And again, this sweet collection will be available on May 1st. If you don't have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, contact me, stampersdelight.com or stampersdelight1@gmail.com. And I also have a link below for you to sign up for the free catalog. I give the first catalog out free. As long as you continue to order from me, you will always get the catalogs free. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this week's Scrapbook Sunday. And until next time, keep on scrapbooking, scrapbookers. Bye.